Hey everybody, it's Chip Walton. I'm in the basement of Chop Brew HQ. It's been a busy brew weekend, man. Just a quick update on 3 beers that are going to be in episodes coming up. They're kind of all related to each other in a weird way. So earlier in the new year, I brewed a I can't ever say it. A wild rice mild, not a wild mice riled. A wild rice mild. 1036 starting gravity, got down to 1010. It's racked and kegged. Awesome beer. You cook wild rice in advance and then put the rice in the liquid in the mash. So yesterday morning, I racked that into a keg and then took the bucket with the yeast cake and just a little bit of beer over to Dono's house, where Dono, and I kind of co-brewed a golden barley wine from the Mash Maker book called Storm in a Teacup Golden Barleywine. It calls for 25 pounds of crisp Chevalier. Dono, not knowing if his mash tun could take it, we kind of scaled it down to 20. But we ultimately had a really fun day. We got about 4.5 gallons of 1102 wort. So we debated on running off more and getting higher gravity with lower, or higher volume with lower gravity. We talked about going even less volume and having a monster of the beer, because the original recipe calls for 1143. We were very happy, and you can see it's very happy. This guy has been going, because it was pitched right onto that Imperial Pub yeast cake. It was blugging and chugging about 2 hours after pitching. So it's here, lower 60s, happily. So yesterday we didn't want to make a big to-do about it and sparge. We basically did like one runoff for the barley wine, and then Don hit it with like 2 quarts of water and another 2 quarts of water. So not a real sparge. We kind of did a second rinse, but we did a third rinse, and we got enough wort, 2.5 gallons of 8 bricks, so about 1032. I put that on the stove today and added about a pound of palm sugar, and I bumped that gravity up to about 13, I think, pre-boil, and then boiled it. So now it's in this. It's got Imperial's 4 Square strain, the Timothy Taylor strain. So yeah, it's the Chevalier, the palm sugar, and then I hit it with New Zealand Motueka, partly because that was what I had open and needed to get rid of, and also because I think the Chevalier has this very like biscuity, really rich malt flavor for a base malt for sure, that I thought would go really well with kind of these lemony hops, almost kind of like, I guess we're looking at like a strong British bitter, strong British, probably too big for a mild, an Imperial mild of sorts. So yeah, all 3 of these are going to be in legit episodes coming up, but I want to do a quick shout out and let everybody know I had a great brew weekend. Tell me about your brew weekend. Tell me what you think might happen with these and what might be fun. We're not going to have a whole lot of this second beer. I'm calling this SMASHASS. Single malt and single hop and single sugar. Probably won't put that on the internet, but that's what I've been running around the house calling it. You can imagine that Elsa thinks that is not quite as hilarious as I do. So SMASHASS, golden barley wine, wild rice mild. Got a lot of malty beers for the wintertime. Tell me how your brewing is going in the 2K19. Chop for chop, brew for brew. Woo! Can you hear it? It's happy yeast, y'all.